What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Man Card Podcast. We are very excited that you decided to join us. Did you hear that little double excited? We are excited that you decided. Excited. It was kind of like a rhyme.
Dr. Seuss.
Yes, but it is Friday evening.
This is really more intimate. I'm sorry to break you up, but like now that I'm turned towards you,
it's
wow,
like
we haven't had this in a while.
Well, did you listen to the last episode that we had?
The one from your house?
The one from the tiny house.
No, I didn't.
So Ellie and I
didn't come up. I didn't know you did that.
What?
I didn't know that y'all did one at the tiny house.
Yeah, we.
Oh no, I haven't listened to it.
Yeah, okay. So Ellie and I last weekend went to a tiny house in Griffin, Georgia.
Why?
Well, it was.
Well, I mean, like, why Griffin? What made you?
So okay, I'll tell you. So the reason why we went to a tiny house.
Happy late birthday, Ellie.
Nah, she's tuned out. She's probably changing in the closet. You can't hear anything in the closet, I promise. And you could be yelling. But it's both Ellie and my birthday. So hers was on the 15th, mine's on the 29th. So it was kind of like we went for her birthday weekend, which was the 15th. So we went for the 15th, 16th, 17th to this tiny house in Griffin. And the reason we went to this tiny house in Griffin is I was just trolling around Airbnb just some random Monday. And I was like, you know what? We should go out of town and celebrate like a legit couple.
Yeah.
And so I was just trolling around, put the dates in, and like looked up unique stays because you can like filter by unique homes or whatever. Yeah. This tiny house popped up, and it's like brand new. So it's maybe like 2 or 3 months old.
I want a tiny house. Personally,
I would recommend to go to.
I think it's a great investment, especially with Airbnb. But you got to get a place. Frankly, I don't think Griffin, Georgia is the best place to put a tiny house, in my opinion.
It's a great Airbnb spot, though. I mean, think about it in terms of what you're doing. So there was no Wi-Fi and almost no cell signal.
Oh yeah, because people love that.
Well, if you want to get away,
yeah,
that's exactly what we were looking for.
But here's the thing: I think there's more of a population that wants not to get away like that. They want to, if they're going to go get away, they want Wi-Fi. They still want, yeah, they still want to be plugged in.
Well, that's fine. I mean, you had a cell signal, so like if you need to post like a TikTok or something, like
you also don't have social media, so therefore, like you're one of those rare breeds that will go do something like that.
That's true. Like we want to go camping. Like after doing that, like there was the property is like locked off on 100 acres, so it's just this tiny house on 100 acres, and there's like a river that goes through it, and like hiking trails throughout. And so we went hiking and all this stuff. It was so fun. So go back and listen to that podcast because it was a delight. And we filmed it inside of the tiny house.
Nice.
So there was a huge window in like the living room, and you could just see out into the forest.
I'm thinking if I get a tiny house, I think Gatlinburg would be a great place to get one.
You think so?
Yes, I think Gatlinburg would be great. The only issue with Gatlinburg is it's a very seasonal vacation spot.
Okay. Yeah,
because it's mountains. I mean, skiing, things like that. It's better it's like more of a wintry kind of thing.
Sure.
Summer, yes, I'm sure people would rent it out, but Gatlinburg, I think, would be a great one. Or Nashville. Nashville's blowing up though right now.
Nashville's a little too mucho.
Yeah,
like it's almost like you would be white noise going into Nashville.
Yeah,
that's why I thought like this popped up in Griffin, and it's like 45 minutes outside of Atlanta. Like, it's not far. It's just like unplugged, which was kind of cool. Ooh. Got a little. Now that we're facing each other,
not footsie knee.
We can put our knees interlacing with each other.
You really don't have hairy legs. Not as hairy as I thought.
Yeah,
they would be.
You can blame my dad for that.
Sure.
He is he's not part Asian, but like Asians don't have hair, like hardly at all on their bodies. But like he has like no hair on his legs or
anywhere. Wow.
It's crazy.
Wow, your mom must love that.
He was jealous of me. My dad was jealous of me in high school when I started to get like a little tiny mustache.
I'm still jealous of that. I can't do it.
Because he can grow a great stash now, but his didn't hit until he was like in college. Like I don't even know if he started shaving.
Out of college.
Bro, I'm out of college.
I'm out of college and I can't.
I know. If I try to grow it, it's like, it's a little frightening.
Yeah.
It's
what you need. Well, I mean, not that you really care. I think if you could grow a beard, would you grow it? If you could grow any type, if it was a full, not patchy, would you grow it?
If it wasn't patchy?
Yeah. No. Let me rearrange that question. Would she let you grow it?
I don't.
If you could.
I think she would be more curious than anything.
Okay.
Because I haven't I've never grown a beard.
Yeah.
And when I have tried in the past, I just end up looking like a hoodlum.
See, they have things, and it's been proven to work. I assume you've seen the whole roller thing where whatever, it has like spikes. Yeah. But not only that, but what you put in it. So frankly, right now I'm using minoxidil in my hair because I just want to prevent, I'm not losing my hair yet, but like I want to make sure that doesn't happen.
Use Rogaine.
Yeah, exactly that. No, I don't care. As long as I keep my hair, I'm cool. I'll use anything. I'll use freaking chicken.
Hey, here's some meth. I hear that helps.
You know what? I'll cook it up if I need to. But people put, I don't know if it's necessarily minoxidil, but they do that whole roller thing. It opens up your pores, and then they put something, I think it is minoxidil, now that I think of it, onto their face or where their beard is, and it just like within honestly a month you start growing a completely fuller beard. Because one of the biggest things is that you just need to get those pores opened up so the hair can grow, and then the minoxidil stimulates it. Just says, all right, time to get some hair grown.
Time to get moving.
Things. Yeah, so
interesting.
I've been contemplating whether or not I want to just like start rubbing it on my cheeks and just see if I can get some damn hair to grow. But
you want to have a hairy ass?
Yeah.
What?
Hairier ass? Yeah.
Are you serious? No.
We are so on a cheeks. Why do you think of my butt cheeks when
I don't know. I just think of you as this beautiful chiseled man. So
with no face cheeks?
No, I mean I was sorry, guys. Well, I'm gay. Like you got me. Jeez, cuff me, okay? Not like that.
I just love how we were talking about facial hair, facial everything, and I was like, yeah, just rubbing on my cheeks. You're like, your butt cheeks? What?
I use cheeks in a ass context.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah. Ass guy here.
Yeah. Big ass guy for sure. Yeah. But okay. So we have an announcement. And I don't want to break away from our main conversation too far because we can come back. Mm-hmm. But we have an announcement to make. Mm-hmm. And that is not this coming Monday because today's Friday, but the following Monday, if you're looking at the numbering for our episodes, it will be episode 50. 50 Cent. I mean, 50 Cent. We're not featuring 50 Cent. Don't sue us. But it's our 50th Man Card Podcast episode. Woo! Woo!
Cue the fireworks.
Yeah, cue the fireworks. But we're getting excited, and we're hoping everybody else out there is getting excited. But we went ahead and dove in and got some of our merch because we are planning a little giveaway for this 50th episode. So if you're listening right now and you want to be a part of this giveaway, comment on this video, share it with friends so that they know that this giveaway is going on if you want a chance at
and by comment on this video, we're on YouTube right now.
We're on YouTube.
If you're listening.
Yeah. Head over to YouTube, or you can definitely drop us a comment or a review on Apple Podcast. Do that, and we'll definitely see all those pop up.
What do we want them to comment? Hey, comment crop hoodie. That's all you got to comment.
Comment crop hoodie.
Comment crop hoodie.
Comment crop hoodie on this video, and then obviously tune in for the next one and the following Friday episode before obviously the winners are announced. But we're giving away merch, so share this with everybody you can, because maybe you can say like, hey, friend, you don't want this, but if you comment and win, then you can give it to me.
Exactly.
So we actually are giving away, and this is big stuff.
I don't even know what we're giving away. I know we got a crop hoodie.
Yeah, so the crop hoodie is big time stuff. So all the ladies out there, we have a crop hoodie inbound right now.
What color did you get?
I think it's only in black. But I honestly think the black makes it kind of badass.
Yeah, no, I agree. No pit stains when you go to the gym and work out.
Exactly. So we got a crop hoodie. I think I also put in for a Man Card sticker. If it shows up and it's complete dog poo-poo, then like I'm definitely not going to give that away to somebody, and force them to have that. Ordered, I think, a hoodie. Obviously, this wonderful mug. Mm-hmm. So we can get the mug going. I want to say a sweatshirt. And maybe a hoodie as well. So we got quite a few things. I want to say 4 or 5, 6 things given away. So definitely comment, stay in touch with us, reach out, leave a review, basically pop your name up in any of our videos somehow and share it around so that other people can see it too, because we're trying to grow the brand here, people. Let's be real.
Buy the merch.
Buy the merch.
Or just, win the merch.
Or win the merch.
Win the merch.
Whatever you want to do.
Anyways.
Our 3 listeners are about to be very happy.
Yeah, Olivia, Nick, and your parents.
My parents. So I'll pretty much just go home, drop off. I might have accidentally shipped it to my parents' house. So I may never see that merch again.
Right. You might not.
Okay, so just be on the look for that. 2 weeks getting announced. So stay plugged in.
All right.
You want to get a little dink it and sink it? Oh,
a little dink it and sink it? I didn't get any water. We're good. Anyways,
crisp.
all right.
I love these mugs, dude. They're BA. And I also fixed them too. So you know how
you got it on both?
So I got it on both sides
Boom.
now.
Nice.
Yeah, so ours only have it on one side.
Yeah.
It's the original mock trial ones, but it's okay. I'm not worried about it.
All right. What's up?
We have, I know exactly what's up.
All right.
We were talking a little bit about this beforehand. If you don't want to talk about this, cut me off now.
Oh, I'll talk about it.
Okay. I know exactly. I'm so glad you know
I
what
won't
I'm
say
talking
names,
about.
but
Okay, so your significant other, some would say better half, I would just say girlfriend, or lovely Bella, has a roommate.
Yeah.
You want to care to expound upon what that means?
I'm just going to keep it as there's a lot of detail.
Yeah,
like we could do a whole entire episode about yeah, exactly.
We're good.
We're not doing a whole episode on it. Anyway, I'll keep it broad because I know we got other things to mention. But okay, oh boy. Long story short, falling out, roommates moving out. Started off more so with, of course, I'm biased. I'm on Bella's side. Obviously, there's two sides to the story.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say Bella was in the right every single aspect of this, but frankly,
BK,
I've been listening in on the whole thing.
You're on thin ice, bruv. If you say the wrong thing in the show and she happens to tune in.
No, I have been in the loop for almost every single thing that's happened since they've moved in together.
Okay.
And this roommate's ridiculous.
The roommate's crazy.
And this is just ridiculous. Basically, long story short, a bunch of things have been adding up.
Yeah.
Like nitpicky things, like leaving.
Well, okay, start off with the stuff that she does. So
like dishes, always in the sink.
Always in the sink.
Like we'll start their laundry and then she'll leave for like days.
Okay.
Or whatever. And so laundry,
never
Bella finishes it, puts it in her room, whatever.
Okay.
Trash never gets taken out unless it's Bella.
Okay.
Coffee pot usually never gets cleaned and it's Bella's coffee pot, and less Bella cleans it.
So if it was one thing, it wouldn't be as big of a problem.
Yeah, and then also, long story, she's apologized for a couple of these things, but she's also just very passive-aggressive.
That's fair.
Like, very passive-aggressive. There was just an incident where basically Bella bought bread because she used up all the bread in the room.
Makes sense.
So she bought a new loaf, and she used up most of the loaf that she bought to replace the old one that she finished.
Sure.
And then, lovely text message from roommate says, if you're going to use up all of my bread, make sure you replace it next time or ask or whatever. And it was just like very passive aggressive.
Okay.
They apologized, everything made up, but from that's basically what started it. That's basically what started all the passive aggressiveness. Long story short, everything's been adding up. And Bella was like, you know what? I've had it. I'm sick of this. Like, there's a point where she's like, hey, I want coffee for this morning. So the coffee pot's hers, and she's like, look, this girl uses it all the time. She uses all the coffee filter, all the coffee, doesn't clean it, doesn't replace it.
Yeah.
I'm putting the coffee pot in my room rather than in the kitchen.
Okay, power play.
Yeah.
Take back what is yours.
So sure, petty, but also like rightfully so. It's her coffee
it's
pot.
your
She
coffee
wants
pot.
to exactly. That end of discussion.
Yeah.
And so basically, I'm over. I'm taking a shower. Bella's out of the room because I think she went down to her car to get her laptop. She comes up the same time I'm basically like getting out of the shower, and we go into Bella's room where the coffee pot is now.
Right.
And
or it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be. And the first thing I notice is like, didn't you put the coffee pot in here?
Wasn't it? Because you're.
I was like,
I'm picturing you having just watched all the James Bond movies in a towel, wanting to like get a cup of Joe. And you're like, wait a damn minute.
Yeah. There was a coffee pot.
There was a coffee pot here.
And definitely a coffee pot here. And Bella looked over, and she was like, oh fuck no.
So she called it.
This is early. This is early in the morning. The roommate obviously into the room, took the coffee pot, brought it back out to the kitchen, invading space because Bella has never once, to my knowledge, gone into this roommate's room.
Sure.
That's kind of like off limits. It's like if you're
It's like
living
an
with somebody,
unspoken
you don't go into someone, and plus the door is shut. Like
Yeah.
you don't go into someone else's room without asking. At least.
Also, here's another thing. How did she necessarily know that coffee pot was in her room.
Exactly.
That's a little.
She went looking.
That's creepy. Well, it's creepy because she would have had to have, like, known what was in Bella's room before.
Yeah.
To then go in and then immediately get it and get out that fast.
Yep.
Because you were in there.
Yeah. No, it was quick. So, basically, long story short, finishing it up, Bella goes out there and confronts the roommate. Is like, "Yo, you cannot go in my room. That is like that. You have crossed the line. Like, I wanted to use that coffee pot this morning because I have to get up early.
Yeah.
I want to use it. It's never clean for me to use. It always has your coffee in it. Like, you into my room. That's it."
Sure.
And then boom, the roommate fires back. Bella fires back. All the things that have just been building up unravel.
That's crazy.
And oh man, it like
now I'm glad that I don't drink coffee.
There's a lot. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot more background to it. Like, I don't know if it's really my place to say. Maybe next episode I can go into more like deep details. I gotta talk with Bella about it because I don't want to. I don't want to make things even worse. But there's some
stuff.
Shit that has gone on.
Yeah.
Ever since the falling out, there's some shit that's gone on, and yeah, stay tuned. Honestly, not this coming Monday, but even maybe for the 50th episode, I'll unravel everything that's gone on because there's a lot. I got to hear most of the conversations, the things that this roommate has done, and it's just.
We'll hit you a week from today. We'll hit you next Friday. With some more details.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Because I would love to say it, but I just, for whatever reason, if anything happens, I don't want this to be a reference against Bella.
No, definitely not. Because tons of people definitely listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
But here's a question that I have, which is, have you had many roommates?
Yeah, I've had plenty of roommates.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I've only had issue with like.
What? Yeah, okay, so that's what I was going to go to.
Yep.
What's been your worst experience with a roommate? You don't name names. That's fine.
Yeah, no, I'll name names.
I definitely have my own for sure.
Yeah, you want to go first? I just spent my time talking.
Okay,
I'll go second this one.
I'll go first. So this is my summer freshman year at Tech was great. My Grayson, what's up, dude? You're the best. But we had a great time. I don't know if he had a good time, but I don't know. I felt like we were vibing pretty hard.
Yeah.
So then my freshman roommate, so obviously I moved out with Grayson into my room for the fall and spring with this new roommate. And we had already choreographed and planned this ahead of time. And he was really early on the housing list. So he got a really good room in the building that I was in. So I was like, overpowered. This is great. And we know each other. He went to my church. It was awesome. I'm definitely not going to say his name because I don't want to out him. He's a great guy, super nice. But we were better friends than roommates, or let's just say acquaintances. We were better like knowing each other in passing than roommates.
Yeah. How long did y'all room for?
We roomed from. Was it
a whole year or one semester?
Yeah, it was 1 year.
Okay.
So it was the whole freshman year we roomed together, and it was. It started off fine, right? Because like I brought a lot of stuff to the room, so we had like a little alcove in this dorm room, and I made it kind of like the music corner. So we had the record player, records, and a piano, a full piano in the corner. So like he could use it whenever he wanted.
Yeah.
I obviously was learning songs on it and to like blow off steam and whatnot because coding blows. And I used it as a stand-up desk.
Yeah.
Right, and he could use it too. That's fine. Use whatever. The problem started to come when our schedules just didn't align. So he was much more of a true freshman than I was because I got to kind of skip out on a lot of those entry-level weed out classes.
Yeah.
But he ended up getting totally screwed a lot with the freshman 8 a.m. early classes, which I don't really care. Your alarm goes off, get up, go.
Yeah.
It's like, that's fine.
Same.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. And it just started so slow that I didn't care and then just kept happening. He's the kind of guy that hits the alarm like 20 times before he gets up.
That's nuts.
And I'm like, oh, man, and I'm sitting across the room. I'm like, dude, get up. And I bolt up because you can't go to sleep. It's 5-minute increments. And if I'm actually sleeping, like I can't sleep through that.
Yeah.
And so I was like, Denny, get up, dude. And he was like not having it. And so he just did that for like basically the whole year. And then he would get back from the bathroom. He knows I'm in there. I'm sleeping. I'm in there. And he comes in and just fully flicks on all the room lights. The whole room lights. I have pre-installed Alexa controlled lights that are really dim throughout the whole room. And he could have just gone, Alexa, turn on the, room.
Yeah.
And it would have been dim. It would have been nice. But instead he comes in, flicks on the whole room light, wakes my ass up for the 20th time, right? Because his alarm's going off. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I'm here. He's like, oh, yeah, I didn't know you were here all semester.
Bullshit.
I'm like, that's BS.
Yeah.
And here's another situation that happened. And this was just confusing. So I'm a pretty social guy. And so I had a lot of friends over. So this is Parker. So Parker was on the hall. And I'd be like, guys, we're having a movie night. Come over.
Oh, shoot. I know the story.
I feel like I've said this before. Yeah. Maybe not on the podcast, but definitely to you. And we'd be watching a movie. It's like 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock. So not late by any means. And we're, 3/4, maybe halfway through this movie. And he comes back in and, doesn't say a word. So the movie's going, we're in it, we're like, hey, how's it going, man? And he comes in, gets just strips, right? Gets it to his skivvies, and then crawls up into bed and just lays down without saying a word. And we're confused because it's not late, right?
Yeah.
And we're sitting there, and I just go, like, I grab the remote, and I'm like, pause. I'm like, hey, man, do you want us to, like, stop? Because you just got into bed.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, it's okay. You can keep going. Kind of like in the frustrated tone that, like, you need to turn it off. Yeah. And I was like, I turned to my guys, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess we'll pick this up tomorrow where we left off because this guy's being an a-hole right now. And he did that constantly. He would always interrupt stuff. And then here's the other half of it, which was like, I was kind of a man-ho freshman year. No shame. Everybody has to, go wild in their own tangent. That was just mine. And I very rarely was like, Denny, don't come back to the room. But I always got so upset. Not upset. I got upset for him because I was like, hey, man, like, whenever you need to kick me out of the room, kick me out of the room. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, tell me not to come back. Yeah. And finally, I emphasized it so much.
Did he ever use that?
So once. He used it once with a friend. And I was like, and that's when I was like, whoa, dude, like, this is odd. It was such a weird situation.
So you said you weren't going to name names, but you've named names already.
Did I already say
Denny?
It? Yeah, Denny. Bummer.
Did I meet him? I feel like I know that name.
Tall, lanky Asian guy.
Yep. Know exactly who that is.
Yeah. He's so nice.
Yeah.
He's the nicest of guys.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that to make up for anything I said. And plus, I'm sure he would have his own shit to say about me.
Yeah, of course.
Which I would love if
he turned around and was like, this fucker.
This
playing
idiot.
movies all night long.
He playing the stupidest songs over. Pick up the phone, baby.
He'd be playing Mary Had a Little Lamb on that piano for fucking hours.
Okay, that was actually one of his complaints, which I actually did hear. I was practicing La La Land. That's when La La Land came out. And so I was learning how to play. I was just teaching myself how to play, but I was learning how to play the main theme from the movie.
Yeah.
And I think that really upset him because, like, I think he could actually play piano, but he never really did. But I don't know. Like, he just got upset that I was, like, not good.
It was a keyboard, right? Like one of the electric ones? You could have plugged your headphones in.
I ended up doing that.
Yeah.
Right. The second I heard that he had a problem with it, I changed what I was doing.
Yep.
Right? As a good roommate should.
Yeah.
But I don't know until you tell me. So if he was like, hey, man, do you mind, like, putting on some headphones? I'd be like, hell yeah, dude, I'll put on some headphones. Sounds better in my headphones anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I did like the ambiance with the, people walking through the quad through the open window and me playing music. I just thought that was so cool.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I would do that when he's not there. And so, yeah, it was just quite a few things he was just upset at. And one of the guys in the hall, Nick, what's up, brother? Him and I both didn't like staying with our roommates. And I think our roommates would agree that they didn't like staying with us.
Nick who?
Nick.
Starts with the F?
Fayerk?
No.
No.
You know who I'm talking about, though? The guy with the glasses?
Yes. I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah. Nick. Why am I blanking on his last name?
I don't know.
I feel like a horrible friend. I haven't kept up with him in a while, though.
Okay.
But what's up, Nick? And we were trying to scheme. This was like halfway through the fall semester to like switch roommates. Like convince one of them to like
leave.
Switch with Nick.
Yeah.
So that we could be in the same room together because we were just vibing so hard. We had such a good freshman year. But it's okay. I mean, Bad roommates come and go. What happened with your roommate?
So, I'll just start with bad roommate. Actually, like, bad. So, Blake and I were living together, and we had a great roommate our first semester at Tech, and we started in a spring semester. So, of course, we did one semester, summer, and then boom. So, we started this next semester. Our good roommate that we liked a lot couldn't room with us. He was living off campus.
Okay.
And so, we got 2 randos.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, man. Dong Hee is one name, and then the other... I don't know the other guy.
That sounds like a joke.
But it's like a ginger white kid, kind of tall, goofy. Anyways, these fuckers. Okay, so Blake's very OCD. Like the whole like no dishes in the sink thing, he's very adamant about. Like because bugs. We had a bug issue because of this shit. Anyway, they would leave dishes in the sink for days and days. And so Blake, being really petty as he is, would take the dishes out of the sink and put them outside their door.
Yeah.
So like signaling for
savage.
Them. Yes,
savage.
Yep. This kid also, the kid that was talking, the white kid, would always leave, and these doors slam. Like if you don't like stop it before it slams, and like it's loud. Anyways, there was one time that Blake and I were on our side of the like room because there's 2 bedrooms and a bathroom we shared, and then the other side same thing.
Sure.
And Blake and I were there, and like Blake and I would always do like jump scares, like freak each other out. Like I have a whole compilation on it on TikTok
nice.
of me freaking him out. And so I did that once, and he screams like a little fucking girl. Anyways, he did that, and the roommate was there. The roommate comes over to our side and said, "Yo, can you not do that again?" And Blake, because Blake hasn't said anything to this kid after all the things that he's done, slamming the door, not being a good roommate, being weird, unloads on him. And he's like, "Well, why don't you stop slamming the fucking door every time you leave?" And then the guy was like, "Well, you're screaming like a little banshee." And Blake, I'm telling you, Blake was ready to just
punch him.
Yeah, so I had to hold him back. These guys were just... Donkey was very quiet, just nasty, disgusting. Ended up he ordered a box from overseas, I don't know exactly where, and it brought a German cockroach in it. We had a German cockroach infestation.
No way,
for the whole rest of the semester.
What?
The whole rest of the semester. It was disgusting. The thing is, you would literally turn on the lights in the kitchen and they would scatter. You would literally see like them everywhere and they'd scatter.
That's crazy.
We ended up leaving on the lights all night because I think the lights would always scare them away, and we didn't want to scare them away, so we'd leave the lights on. So when we came in the morning, we'd kill a whole bunch. Nice. And that was like our routine. Like you'd wake up right before you make your breakfast, you kill like 10 roaches, little itty bitty roaches, and then cook your food. It was disgusting.
Wow, that's so gross.
It was disgusting.
Okay, that definitely beats my roommate.
Yeah, they were whatever. It wasn't a bad roommate. Blake and I lived together for the first time.
Yeah.
And Blake is, like I said, OCD. So like it's either you just accommodate him and you just like, look, I can do that. Like I can make sure I clean out my dish, whatever, not to, start fights. So it took me a while to get used to that. So we had like a bunch of times where, I'll finish this up real quick, we got in physical altercations to the point where like we were about to punch the shit out of each other. Yeah, we would scream because we're both very prideful. I used to sit in a specific chair. He'd sit in a specific chair. But if he got pissed, he would sit in my chair and he knew it would piss me off. So I'd say something, we get, scream match.
But both idiots.
It just took a semester to get used to it, and then we've been good since. But I'll leave it there because we're running out of time.
No, that's okay. I mean, no need to rush. We got an extra. I build in an extra 1 minute buffer. But no, I think everybody has a run-in with a bad roommate, and this is definitely a conversation we can pick up another time because I've got so many other roommates and so many other stories, especially from being an RA, being tangent to bad roommate situations. Mm-hmm. Dude, I've got so many stories. So we'll have to do another episode for just roommates. I don't think we've done one. That's crazy. I don't think we have. How have we not done that? Whatever. Well, check us out, mancardpodcast.com. I just hit that. Sorry for your headphones, but mancardpodcast.com. We got merch drop coming with the 50th episode, mancardpod@gmail.com. And we look forward to seeing you on Monday.